place.
Your home smells of feces.
Yes.
People peeing in the streets.
Ooh, do you smell something?
Needles in the streets.
These are not tears. We are vomiting from our eyes.
And yet, what they're worried about? The words you use to call criminals. Because there's a certain stigma they don't want criminals to have to deal with.
Could we talk about something else?
I'm going to give you information that's going to make you have to make a decision, have to do something about what's going on in this country.
Something resembling anything.
If you want to get involved in the conversation, 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Check out my classic podcast. There's so much going on the website, but do something. Get involved.
The Joe Messina Show.
Joe Messina, your host. Welcome to the Joe Messina Show. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Head up to the website, joemessina.com. You can watch live. You can listen live. You can take the polls. A whole bunch of stuff you can do up there. Check out the stories. Give them a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. We still allow it, unlike Twitter. And, you know, that's another thing. Check us out on Spreely and, Twitter. Any place you can find us. It's really simple. Look, head over to mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. Mike Lindell has made a way for us to pick up a few bucks, right, by helping him sell product. You guys, there's got to be somebody you forgot on Father's Day. You've got birthdays coming up. All these things. And you can buy some really nice products for him. It's really, it's the prices are good. Some of you say, well, it's too expensive. That's because you haven't punched in my promo code yet. Once you punch, here's a new word for you, right? Once you punch in the promo code, you'll save yourself all kinds of money. In all sincerity. And that's what you want to do. Anyway, head over there. They got pillows, pillowcases, I was surprised. They got doggy beds, kids pillows. For those of you who Christians, he's got kids pillows with Christian scriptures on there. So there's really no reason for you not to get over. At least do some window shopping. How's that? Some of you don't even know what window shopping is, right? How about instead of window shopping, where do you want to go? You want to say perusing the interweb, right? Just scrolling to see what you can find that you like or don't like or what have you. Okay, let me see. What is it? Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. So the 4th of July, our Independence Day, just around the corner, or just behind us. And because we keep calling it the 4th of July, nobody really knows what it is anymore. Right? When you call it Independence Day, they give you that look. America's birthday, they give you that look. They like it. Listen to what some people, that's a shorty, here in California think Independence Day is all about. This ought to be good.
Name one of the founding fathers of America.
I don't want to do this.
You don't know? What year did we declare independence from Britain?
1773?
73.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Getting people's thoughts on what country we broke away from when we declared independence back in 1776.
Didn't know.
America celebrates the 4th of July.
Is it Independence Day when you got rid of Mother England, right?
Yes. We got foreigners that know why we.
Well,
the foreigners know why we celebrate it more than America.
Yeah, it's perfect, right? The foreigner who went to he knew it more than the American kid did, and it's irritating as heck because how many years they spent? 12 years in school plus. And you're going to tell me, you're really going to try to sell me on the fact that they don't know? Because that I'm not buying. Not at all. Real Joe, 855-732-5563. And again, it's perfect. Truly. I don't know. And in Italy, I just heard an article. Did you guys pick up on this? To graduate high school in Italy, apparently, there are 3 days of 6-hour exams. And they range from everything from science to culture to math to everything. Can you imagine trying to give that test to some of our American kids? You understand that at one point in time, we were like number one for education on the planet. And I do mean on the planet. And all of a sudden, everything's changed. All of a sudden, we're what, number whatever. I think 40 California was among the top 10, top 5 actually. And what are we down to now? 42 or 47, somewhere in there. It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. 855 Real Joe, 855-732-5563. And again, I don't know any other way to put this. Maybe you should homeschool your kids. Some of you are petrified by it. You don't have to be. It's not that scary. But you have to make sure, I don't care who you are, you got to make sure that your kids are well educated, that they really get the truth. So at least be checking them on a regular basis, or checking on them. See what they're learning in school. Find out what's going on. Find out what's being poured into their heads. And make sure it's the truth. 855 Real Joe, 855-732-5563. Joey B had a little blow up today on the I love these shows, by the way. Right, what is it, the Morning Joe show? Coffee with Joe, whatever he is. Don't really care. But even there, you can see the looks on their horrified looks on their faces when Joe's talking. And then just a few weeks ago, he was talking about how sharp Joey B was, had it all together. Joe Messina, your host. Be back in a few minutes. Don't go far.
Okay, I'm talking funny because I'm in the witness protection program. I have too much credit card debt and I don't want people to find me.
Okay, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about credit card debt. Right, those plastic things that we all have in our wallet. Are you in your 50s or 60s and you're still carrying around a mound of credit card debt? Wouldn't it be nice to start banking that money and save a little money for retirement down the road? We help people restructure their credit card debt all the time. We show people how they can get out of credit card debt in months, not years. Listen, you'll be carrying around credit card debt for the rest of your life unless you deal with it right now. We offer a free consultation so you can learn how you can finally wipe out your credit card debt and start saving money. Give us a free call right now.
Call Debt Solutions Network now. 866-451-3328. 866-451-3328. That's 866-451-3328.
Attention timeshare owners. Tired of the financial stress? Were you misled by the salesperson? Don't or can't use your timeshare anymore? If any of these apply to you, then you may qualify for timeshare cancellation and get the relief you need now. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is the #1 affordable fixed-fee legal solution in the country, with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. That's certainly better than my grades. They even offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Let one of their experienced lawyers evaluate your case and explain the process. If they take you as a client, they'll work on your case until it's resolved in your favor. Guaranteed. Expect great service and a close working relationship with your lawyer, keeping you informed every step of the way, protecting your rights, interests, and even your credit. It's that simple. Even a kid like me could understand it. The consultation is free. Call today.
800-875-1853. 800-875-1853. That's 800-875-1853.
Right now, you can eliminate odors, mold, mildew, bacteria, and viruses in your home with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. The Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules that seek out and destroy odors. The Thunderstorm doesn't mask or cover up bad smells, it eliminates them, leaving that fresh, clean smell, just like after a thunderstorm. The Thunderstorm is small, plugs right into the wall, and fits in the palm of your hand. Put one in your basement, bedroom, family room, kitchen, or anywhere you want clean, fresh air. It even includes a USB cord for your car or truck. Right now, save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200, a fraction of the cost compared to other air purifiers. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use discount code USA3 to save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Use USA and the number 3. Shipping is free.
Attention! This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
800-362-9337. 800-362-9337. That's 800-362-9337.
I've got a unique vacation idea for you that's right here in the United States. If you're ready for a vacation that's fun and downright affordable, listen up. It's driving distance for many of you, so no planes, no airline delays, no hassles. It's Branson, Missouri, the entertainment capital of the Midwest. Live music for everyone. Branson has 3 beautiful, enormous lakes, water attractions, live shows, great food, and tons of entertainment. It's a perfect vacation for you and your family, or if you're retired and you want to have a great time. And you can stay in Branson for as low as $99 a night. Please understand, this is not a timeshare offer. It's a real vacation for as little as $99 a night. We've got a free vacation guide we want to send you right now. All you have to do is call for complete details. Get your free Branson, Missouri guide right now by calling this number.
800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. That's 800-399-4215.
Isn't that just like a wop? Brings a knife to a gunfight.
We are back. We're back. Joe Senior host, always a pleasure to have you with me, 855 Real Joe. 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged. Truly be truly be part of the conversation. And I really do appreciate the time that you're spending with us here on the air and in the chat room, texting, tweeting, and truly being part. All right. I want to get back to Joe Biden because, he's turning into that guy that's, get off my lawn guy. Right? Seriously. So, I'm not bad at what I do, Joey starts screaming. Can you imagine this? Like I said, that's why I call him the get off my lawn guy. So he was on at Morning Joe, and these guys were horrified. Truly horrified at what Joe was saying.
Have you been tested for any age-related illnesses, pre-Parkinson's, or anything like that that might explain sort of having a night like that where you couldn't finish sentences?
Look, I had before, I was feeling so badly before the debate. When I came back, they tested me for, I thought maybe I had COVID, maybe there was something wrong, I had an infection or something. They tested me, they gave me those tests, I was clear. So, but look, I had a bad night.
They weren't
but the fact of the matter is, look at what I'm doing. I mean, let me put it this way. If there was something that was wrong that night, it's not like it comes and that's one night and it goes away. That's why I've been out. I've been testing myself, been testing everywhere I go, going out and making the case. The night of that debate, I went out. I was out till 2 o'clock in the morning that very night. That very night. It drives me nuts, people talking about this.
Unreal. Just truly just amazing. So, and he rambles on later in the conversation about how he, he's fine. Take a listen to this. I mean, this is just amazing.
I'm not bad at what I do. And now, it doesn't mean I never make a mistake. I do. But I'm making those decisions.
So you're making the decisions not to secure the border. Got it. Just wanted to make sure. Let me see. I think I got another word of wisdom here from Joey.
The Biden plan, which got in Israel for the Gaza Strip, is something that was adopted by the UN Security Council. Whether it comes to fruition, it's awful close. We'll see. G7's but look, I'm not going to explain any more about what I should or shouldn't do. I am running. Mm-hmm. And if you want to stop me,
here you go. You heard it. He is running. He's not going to stop. All right. I don't want to keep doing this to you, but I have to. It's like a bad train wreck. I can't get away from it. We'll give you a couple more clips from Morning Joe. You got to hear this guy.
How can you assure the American people that you won't have another night like the one you did in Atlanta?
Look at my career. I've not had many of those nights. It was a terrible night, and I really regret it happened. But the fact of the matter is, how can you assure you're going to be on faith that can intervene on your way to go to, work tomorrow?
Did anybody really understand what he just said? I feel like I'm listening to Jesse Jackson, right? So, you know what I'm talking about. All right, and then listen to this. Now he starts getting mad at them. And all they're doing is asking him the same questions. Matter of fact, these are softball questions. These are not hard for him to figure out.
The American public is not going to move away from me as an average voter. And again, I'm here for two reasons, pal. One, to rebuild the economy for hardworking middle-class people, give everybody a shot. Just a straight shot. Everybody gets a fair chance, number one. Number two, remember all this talk about how I don't have the black support? Come on, give me a break. Come with me. Watch. I'm getting so frustrated by the elites. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but about the elites in the party who they know so much more. If any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce for president. Challenge me at the convention.
He's right. He is right about that. Challenge him at the convention. Take him on at the convention. Make a case against him at the convention. It would make sense. We need him to stay in, though. Yeah, we do. And I say that for a lot of reasons. Okay? I mean, I don't know who would run, and not that Trump couldn't beat them, but the Democrats really need to be spanked about Joe Biden because look what they did. Look what they gave us. They lied to you. You Dems that are listening to it, they lied to you. Are you okay with that? You going to let them get away with that? That means you keep voting because they're going to lie to you some more. You vote this guy back in without big cheating. You vote this guy in. I have no hope for that party. The party truly has lost their way. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Okay, we got to get to the White House, the White House briefing. That woman's going to be pulling her hair out at this point. Has to be. I mean, Jean-Pierre, she's got to be, when these questions come at her, either she is so comfortable lying about this stuff. I don't know any way to put it. I'm not trying to be mean towards her, but she's either so comfortable lying about this stuff, or she really believes it. She believes it to be truth.
First, he was on the credibility of this White House when it comes to talking about the president's health. When you were here last Tuesday, you were asked if the president had any medical examinations since his physical in February, or that included the time period after the debate. You said flatly no. 3 days later, you admitted the president had a quote, short check-in with the medical team thereafter. I mean, those are two very different answers.
No. Actually, if you were to listen to I think I did a 30-minute gaggle on Friday, 30 minutes with I think it was with the pool, and I said he did not have a medical. I cleared it up. You're right. You're correct. I said he didn't. I still stand, but he didn't have a medical exam. I said that in the gaggle, and you're right. I said that in the briefing. He had a check-in with, and he said this on Friday. He had a check-in with his medical doctor, which is something that he does a couple times a week, as you know, and I stated this as well. He has, for those who don't know, obviously outside of the briefing room, outside of the White House, many Americans don't actually understand this, so let's take a step back. They deal with their medical issues or physicals very, very differently. They are very, they are lucky if they get to see their doctor once or twice a year.
I don't know how she starts to ramble on, not really answering the question. Joe Messina, your host. Be back in a few minutes. Don't go far. You're listening to the Joe Messina Show. Do you have an American flag that was made everywhere else but America? Joe Messina here, host of the Joe Messina Show. I'm always asking you to buy items made in America whenever you can, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I own and fly an American flag made by Grace Alley, and I love it. I can hardly walk by it without saluting. Let's keep the unemployment rate low and buy American. Grace Alley flags are made right here in America by American workers. These embroidered flags are made well, and you'll be proud to fly them. Stop sending your money overseas. Keep it right here in America. These flags are fully endorsed by the U.S. government for all American flag requirements. You can find them on Amazon, eBay, and at GraceAlley.com. Get one for the house, the office, and your bedroom. Why not? Again, you can find them at Amazon, eBay, and GraceAlley.com. God bless you, and God bless you.
J&M Enterprises is a full-service screen printing company. They print on shirts, pants, hats, cups, frisbees, sports bags, sweatshirts, tote bags, and most any other promotional items. J&M has been family-owned and operated for over 25 years. J&M takes pride in providing high-quality products and services because we care. Our state-of-the-art equipment enables us to print high volume with superior quality on any job. We print on clothing lines for schools, businesses, sports teams, and bands nationwide. Our team is committed to total customer satisfaction and the quality you should expect from a professional screen printing company. J&M, family owned and operated. Give us a call. We guarantee a great product and a great price. 800-462-0002. For a price quote, 800-468-0002. Or go to the web at www.jnm.cc.
Do the letters IRS give you anxiety? I'm Dan Pilla. I've defended people from the IRS for more than 40 years. My book, How to Get Tax Amnesty, created the tax resolution industry and is responsible for helping hundreds of thousands of people. It can help you too. If you're a non-filer or facing IRS enforcement right now, your case is unique. You need real help, not cookie-cutter advice. My clients get my personal attention. Buy my book at danpilla.com and get a free consultation directly with me. That's danpilla.com. Let's start solving your tax problem right now.
Are you or someone you love struggling with an addiction to drugs or alcohol and want to be set free from the chains of addiction? Then call Addiction Helpline America right now to get the help you need. From drug and alcohol addiction to dual diagnosis treatment, we provide a confidential helpline to help people like you get sober and live happy, substance-free lives.
Treatment helped me get my life back. I was so addicted, the only person I could focus on was myself and what I needed. I hit rock bottom and lost everything. Through treatment, I was able to overcome those demons and focus on my family again.
I used until I overdosed and almost died. That was the end of the road for me. After seeking treatment, I now have hope. I learned skills that help me deal with life on life's terms.
800-932-1745. 800-932-1745. 800-932-1745. That's 800-932-1745.
Do the letters IRS give you anxiety? I'm Dan Pilla. I've defended people from the IRS for more than 40 years. My book, How to Get Tax Amnesty, created the tax resolution industry and is responsible for helping hundreds of thousands of people. It can help you too. If you're a non-filer or facing IRS enforcement right now, your case is unique. You need real help, not cookie-cutter advice. My clients get my personal attention. Buy my book at danpilla.com and get a free consultation directly with me. That's danpilla.com. Let's start solving your tax problem right now.
The thoughts of others screech at them like the forced laughs of a billion art house movie patrons.
Thus, they travel from world to world, making everyone stupid in order to wipe out all thought in the universe.
My God, they're like flying television.
Baby, baby, it looks like it's gonna happen. Baby, baby, it looks like it's gonna happen.
We are back. Joe is your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855 Real Joe. 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged, be part of the solution. That's the way to be. You know, let me play a couple of these clips. I think they're important to play because, again, you need to hear over and over. So when your friends say to you, well, how do you know this and how do you know that? You go, because she said it. It's really that simple, because she said it. Again, 855 Real Joe, 855-732-5563. Get engaged, get involved. Be part of the solution. It's the way we win every time. Okay, here's more from the White House on what's going on with Joe Biden. And, you know, I think she's really upset because it's kind of like the first time that she's getting real solid questions from the press. Not ones that have been pre-put together and that she has all the answers for. No, they are pushing her to want to know about this doctor thing. And as a matter of fact, you know, at this point, some of them are going to be totally frustrated about the misinformation they've been getting. Anybody think? Even a little bit? Anyway.
We provide to all of you.
It's a very basic, direct question.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
Eight times, or at least once, in regards to the president specifically.
Hold on a second.
Not what you should be able to answer by this point.
Wait, no. No, wait a minute. Ed, please. A little respect here, please. So, every year, around the president's physical examination, he sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen them 3 times. That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It is. You're
Dr.
asking me.
Kevin Kennard come to the White House
But I
specifically
also
about the
said to you,
condition.
Ed, I also said to you, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names.
You cannot
We
share
have to.
names
We have
of
to.
others he would have met with.
We
but
cannot.
You can share names in regards to if someone came here in regards to
we
the
cannot
president.
share.
All right, this is great. I mean, you can see the frustration in her face. She's not used to being pushed back on. She's used to these drones, these Borg drones, going along with whatever she says. Right? And the more that they push on her, the worse she gets, the nastier she gets, the madder she gets. And it's good. This needs to keep up. They need to keep the pressure on her. Does she decides to throw in the towel or tell the truth? At least that's how I feel. Right? And she has her own little viewpoint. She twists things just so it makes sense to her. Well, over the weekend, somebody tried to screw around with NASCAR. They returned to Chicago. NASCAR returned to Chicago's Grant Park for The second NASCAR Chicago street race, two pro-Hamas protesters scaled a fence and attempted to wave signs with anti-Israel messages. Now, according to Newsweek, the two protesters were arrested within, a few minutes, and in the perimeter of where it all took place. Right? They locked themselves to the fences, protecting the race area after shouting for around 40 minutes. So they were up there screaming about 40 minutes, locked to the fences. The signage parroted charges of genocide, Gaza against Israel, and blah, 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 right? All the stuff that they know you'll buy into, especially if you're low information. At least one Chicago man was not in the mood to endure the childish tantrum. Told you, you're going to push these people to the point. Really. As one of the protesters attempted to hold a sign up, while sitting atop the fence, the unknown man leaped onto the fence, scaled it, forcibly ripped the signage out of the protesters' hands to the chairs of everybody sitting there in the seats. It was great. That's what, they're not used to this. They're not used to people fighting back. You need to fight back more. Really. So, I mean, it's really not smart, especially with NASCAR drivers to a big point, to do this kind of stuff. Oh, NASCAR people, really. To do this kind of thing doesn't go over well. No, they're not anti-American. They're not willing to let all that happen. All right, so the unviolent left is at it again. I don't even know if that's a real word, but deal with it, okay? No, it gets better. Seriously. So Bette Midler is pushing for Republicans to be arrested. No, but I got nothing. I'm tripping over words here because I'm saying to myself, look, for what reason? She's calling on Joe Biden. I mean, she made this on Twitter to arrest House Republicans and execute Ohio Rep. Jim Jordan. Now, she was responding to the Supreme Court ruling this week that gave Trump some immunity. Remember, it's only for official acts, right? So they got to prove their official acts or prove that they weren't. So apparently she really doesn't want justice. She wants vengeance. The problem, Bet, is that God says vengeance is his. All right? She's gone on these, leftist tirades before. They can't, when they can't control their frustration, they come at us at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Now that Joe has total immunity, many are arguing to him to be GOP ruthless. Aren't they already? I mean, didn't a lot of this come about because of what they were doing? Midler wrote, here's the suggestion for implementing his new powers, talking about Joe B., right, is to go after Jim Jordan. Now, this is a joke kind of thing, but she wrote a little piece that said, as if she was writing for a newspaper, or you were reading it out of a newspaper. I regret to inform you that Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has been arrested. A number of other members of the House Republican Conference have been taken into custody. Jim Jordan unfortunately attempted to resist arrest. After wrestling with an FBI agent, he met with a tragic fate. In the sudden absence of those members, there's a new majority in the House. I look forward to a long and cooperative relationship. This is just ridiculous. Right? No, think about it. Look at what they're putting out there. Look at what they're writing, but they're not the violent ones. Right? Anyway, back in May, Midler embarrassed herself again by asking what would happen if Hillary had questioned the legitimacy of the 2016 election. She did that. Don't you all remember? She compared her 2016 election loss to applying for a job and getting 56 million letters of recommendation and losing. She claims that her election was stolen by Trump. She's walking free. She had an illegal email server in her bathroom with classified information on it. She's walking around free. Right? I mean, is that fair? Is that equal treatment? This is why we always say, on the right anyhow, this is why we constantly push it and going, there's two sets of rules here. You can line up so many of these situations where their people, yes, Democrats, they get away with a whole bunch of stuff. If a Republican does the same exact thing in the same exact way, they deserve to be shot. Just talk to Beth, she'll tell you. Right? Anyway, you know, if you remember the physicians, many of them were threatened. They were abused by various, credentialing boards. They were threatened with their licenses if they tried to prescribe any kind of medication that the COVID-19 board didn't agree with or the government didn't agree with. Well, guess what? They now have the legal right to sue. Right? Sue those boards, sue the people who made the decisions, who caused them damage. Not physical, but financial damage. The case was brought by the Association of American Physicians, also of surgeons, against the American Board of Internal Medicine. Now, the American Board of Obstetrics and Gynecology, the American Board, a whole bunch of boards are now going after them. Be back in a few minutes. Don't go far. A lot more coming up after the break. You're listening to The Joe Mazzini Show.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
You've been working hard, doing the right thing and paying your taxes and putting your hard-earned money in the Medicare piggy bank all your life. And now it's time to break the piggy bank and get something back. Medicare. If you didn't know it, Medicare is health insurance for people over 65, and you paid for it with your tax dollars. Medicare plans now have more benefits than ever. That's good news, especially if you're like me and looking forward to paying as little as possible for good health insurance. Call and find out what Medicare plan is best for you. Save your time. It's valuable. We've already done the research for you, and in one quick phone call, you can learn how to get the best Medicare plan designed exactly for you. Hey, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. Let us help you through it. Here's our number. Call 65 Plus Medicare now. 800-778-8214. 800-778-8214. That's 800-778-8214.
I'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor, Get the Tea. Get the Tea carries all natural, non-GMO organic teas and supplements made in the USA. Get the Tea's ingredients are the purest available. My favorite is Life Change Tea. Life Change Tea is a gentle daily cleanse containing 12 herbs that when combined really keep things moving. I drink it every day and my energy has never been better. I'm feeling great. Life Change Tea comes in 3 delicious flavors: natural, peppermint, and pomegranate. It's an easy and delicious way to keep your digestion on track. And for those on the go, try D365. D365 D365 is Life Change Tea in a capsule. Drink the tea or take D365 capsules and keep your digestion running smoothly. Go to getthetea.com and enter discount code USA to get 10% off any size order. That's getthetea.com, discount code USA for 10% off your order.
Attention small business owners. This could be the most important 10-minute call you will ever make. You could recover up to $26,000 per employee today. And all you have to do is make one short 10-minute call to take your business up a notch or bounce back from these difficult couple of years. Omega Accounting Solutions can help you recover any payroll tax overpayments you made during the pandemic. You may even be eligible to receive up to $26,000 per employee. All it takes is a quick, easy, free 10-minute ERC consultation to determine if you qualify. Omega is the small business champion with teams dedicated to maximizing tax credits. They know their stuff so well that CPAs and payroll companies even turn to Omega for ERC tax guidance. Call 800-300-9ERC. That's 800-300-9ERC. 1-800-300-9ERC. Or visit OmegaTaxCredit.com.
Can your IRA stand up to the next financial crisis that our top economists are saying is at our doorsteps? By allocating a percentage of your IRA into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns by putting your IRA back on the gold standard. Find out how to safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report. Protect your IRA today with one simple phone call and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. Call Genesis Gold Group, empowering faith-driven stewardship. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. 800-504-1123. That's 800-504-1123.
Never mind, dear. Chin up. That's right, both of them. Yeah.
Get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park. But meantime,
we are back. Joe Messina, your host, always a pleasure. You know, I just really appreciate the time you guys are spending with me on the air and the chat room, texting and tweeting and being part of the conversation. You know, it's funny, you guys talking about Bette Midler in the chat room. I talked about her a little while ago. Stupid little things. Okay, let me just give you a stupid little thing, right? I love her music. I love her voice. And I've seen some of her movies that have been pretty darn good, too. I'm done. I've got her music. Obviously, I already paid for it and used it. But, you know, I sit here thinking to myself, why promote her? Why honor her? Why play her music? She didn't care about me. She didn't care about a bunch of us. It's okay. But I've had people say to me, oh, I already bought the music. I already have the CD. I already have this. I already have that. No, I'm not going to stop going to her movies. Well, why? You say you don't match up with her ideals, but you're going to go buy a ticket to her show. You're going to go rent or go see one of her movies. She gets a part of that, you know, the money from the movie. So you're supporting her. So you can't even, you know, you wonder why we can't win, right? Or we won't win. You can't even giving up seeing an actress when you know that what she stands for, what she's pushing, what she's putting out there, it's just garbage, right? How do you do that? How do you do that and you say you're a principled person? Look, I'm not perfect, but I can tell you we got rid of Hulu as soon as they got rid of their CEO for giving money to the Republican Party. That's when they got rid of him. We start looking at this stuff. You know, Ben and Jerry's are so far left, they're going to fall off the planet if you're a flat earther. We don't buy their ice cream. They have the ice cream I love the most, they make. I don't eat it anymore. And I know it's tough. It's going to limit to what you can eat, but change your habits. Again, I'm being ludicrous about it to a degree, but your founding fathers were giving up their businesses, their lives, their families, just everything they had, their wealth, for you to have a free nation, and you can't stop buying Bette Midler's music or playing it. That would be too much on you, and you wonder why we're losing. You wonder why we have a generation of soft kids. Seriously. Anyway, 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732. Yeah, there's my slap down for the moment. 855-732-5563. Anyhow, I was talking to you about the doctors who are now going after, the credentialing organizations who took their credentials away for them wanting to prescribe like ivermectin and that kind of stuff. Just amazing, because there's so many other drugs that they use that are not what the drug was originally intended for, and they're all okay with that. So these doctors have every right. I think they should go after these credentialing boards. I think they should get a whole bunch of money for this, because it was proven over and over again that this stuff was actually working to save lives, and they didn't seem to care. Is it all about saving lives, or is it all about putting money in your pocket? I want to know how much Fauci made. Right? Their medical opinions essentially contradicted the government talking points. This is why they got in so much trouble. Taking various experimental shots, which evidence now shows that these shots were extremely damaging to thousands of people, thousands of young kids. They won't admit to it. They're still pushing the boosters. What's a couple of 100,000 deaths of a couple of 100,000 people when you're talking about making billions of dollars of profits? Not a big deal. Challenge focused on the coordinated campaign to censor and chill the speech of physicians, with special targeting, of those who criticize the unfounded positions taken by the White House. Anthony Fauci in particular, about the lockdowns, the masks, the drug to use. I can't remember the name of the drug. They were screaming about that drug way back when it first started. These doctors came out and said, wait a minute, that doesn't work. It never has. It's not going to now. A district judge had claimed that the AAPS lacked standing, but a decision by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit has reversed that dismissal. So now it's headed back to the lower courts. They have to fix it. And what's the problem? Look, if they sue these guys and they lose, at least everything will be on the table. Right? I mean, seriously. Anyway, 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Anyway, so I hope they fight. I hope they win. Even if they don't win, think of all the depositions that are going to come out. Think of everything that's going to be discussed about this, and it should be. Also coming through now, we're hearing a lot. Well, I'm hearing a lot. I'm sure you guys are too. There's so much infighting with the Democrat Party right now. I mean, I'm going to get more as the days go on. But, you get behind the scenes and you find out these people are fighting. Should Joe stay? Should he go? Right? What's the future look like for that party? Because right now they've got a 3, maybe even a 4-way split going on. You're talking about those hardcore progressives, right? The old school Democrats. And then you got the ones that are probably more conservative than they want to admit to. And they're all fighting with each other, all of them. So Whoopi Goldberg today, she was, I don't even know how to put this. She's just so whacked, I don't even know how to deal with her sometimes, right? And then she, on top of all of this, she has no care to the actual condition of Joe Biden. She could care less. Hey, what are you doing? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's take a listen to what Whoopi Goldberg has to say.
I don't care if he's pooped his pants, I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now, he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then and say, you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it, and gave 4 years.
Right. Gave 4 wonderful, glorious years for the party. The Communist Party, that is. Just amazing. Truly means just amazing. Anyway, 855 Real Joe, 855-732-5563. You have to make fun of these people. You just got to. All right. So there's questions around, really, questions around, do we have any more commentators, radio hosts, journalists that really want to hear about the truth? They really want to deal with the truth. And I think yes. There's a radio host, I think it was a Philadelphia radio host. She admitted to using, pre-approved questions by the White House. This was during her interview with President Biden, has been fired by the radio station, WURD. Andrea Lawful Sanders, she made a national headlines over the weekend when she told CNN that the White House officials had provided her with questions to ask the president. And that revelation destroyed the administration's narrative that Biden was a sound mind and able to answer questions on his own. And she got fired for telling the truth. She got fired for laying out what everybody else already kind of knew. Just today you saw a picture of him. Again, another photographer got a long-range shot of what he's holding in his hand. And it had pictures of the people and their names. So when he called on them, he'd know who they were. Well, it would seem like he knew who they were. The interview featured predetermined questions provided by the White House, which violates our practice of remaining an independent media outlet. Now, Ms. Lawful Sanders and WRD Radio have mutually agreed to part ways. No, they didn't. You know that isn't true. This is the only black-owned and operated radio station in Pennsylvania. And they fired a black woman for telling the truth. So that's why I say to you, they don't have the truth. They don't want the truth. The truth won't set them free. The truth will bind them up. They knew about Joe a long time ago. You know this. If you don't, look, if you're a Democrat right now and you're not admitting to the fact that they knew about this, then you're just a lying ideologue. That's all you are. Right? I mean, seriously. The man, not that he just recently found out he can't string 2 sentences together. No, this has been going on for a while. She went on and said the questions were sent for me to approve. She said I approved them. She told the other host, asked if it was the White House that sent the questions to her in advance. She said, yeah, it was. But we heard this from Bob Beckel, too, over at Fox News. You remember? He was bouncing between Fox and CNN. He used to get calls from the White House when Obama was president, and they were telling him to knock it off. Stop talking about Obama the way he was. Yeah. White House had nothing to do with anything. Joe was your host. God bless. Have a great rest of the day. Don't do anything stupid. Want you back here with me tomorrow.